Hello and welcome back to Come Geek Some. If you are new to the channel, please like and subscribe for future content. Hello to your faces. Well, today's video is going to be a little bit different, and we're going to be talking about the mainstream media and how they're currently attacking a 14-year-old YouTuber because she is criticising social justice and woke culture. What I'm going to be reading from is coming from Bounding into Comics. I will leave a link below, and I'll also leave a link to this YouTuber's channel and also a Twitter account down in the description. So, 14-year-old YouTuber Soph comes under fire for videos criticising social justice and woke culture. A teenage satirist on YouTube has become the latest target of deplatforming attempts from most of the mainstream media due to taking personal interest with her content. The YouTuber in question, her name is Soph, that's all we actually have for her, and she's a 14-year-old YouTuber whose content routinely criticises social justice rhetoric and the growing absurdity of woke culture. Soph, along with a collaborator who sometimes assists in writing the scripts, often uses edgy humour to emphasise her arguments, delivering her points bluntly as she discusses issues such as the growing toxicity of fandom culture, the power dynamics of modern dating, or the systematic issues prevalent in the modern education system. And BuzzFeed has taken this to heart, and we all know what BuzzFeed is. They're nothing but a bunch of little people who think they're top-notch journalists when they're actually not. You know, a lot of BuzzFeed, they like to cause a lot of panic. They like to label people to things that they're not. And they've actually labelled this 14-year-old girl as a far-right, foul-mouthed, red-pilling star. So, on May the 13th, Soph caught the attention of BuzzFeed news reporter Joseph Bernstein, who published a scathing piece for BuzzFeed, titled, YouTube's newest far-right, foul-mouthed, red-pilling star is a 14-year-old girl. The catalyst for this piece was a video uploaded by Soph titled, Be Not Afraid, wherein Soph harshly criticises the growing trend of social media censorship and the dynamics of outrage culture. The original upload has since been deleted by YouTube. So, in his piece, Joseph discusses the supposed dangers of Soph's channel, a point Joseph reinforces by conflating Soph's videos with the actions of the Christchurch and San Diego shooters. So, Bernstein goes on to say, Soph's scripts, which she says she writes with a collaborator, are familiar. A mix of hatred towards Muslims, anti-black racism, Byzantine fear-mongering about paedophilia, tissue-thin incel evolutionary psychology, and reflexive misanthropy that could have been copied and pasted from 1,000 different 4chan posts. Well, again, I'm saying about 4chan, that's where the OK sign is actually a member of the white supremacists, and that's where it came from and people believed it. So again, if he's saying, oh, it's coming from 4chan, it has to be real, then this guy needs a kick in the nuts. Of course, it's all presented in the terminally ironic style popularised by boundary-pushing comedy groups like the influential $1 Million Extreme and adopted of late by white supremacist mass shooters in Christchurch and San Diego. So, BuzzFeed is now basically saying a 14-year-old girl is exactly like mass shooters. How does that even go? I don't understand any of that. Bernstein also calls on YouTube to censor her channel, painting her channel's existence as a sort of moral failure on the part of YouTube, going so far as to contact YouTube regarding potential action taken against Soph's channel and the Be Not Afraid video. And he's gone on to say again, YouTube's kid problem is well known. From disturbing, auto-generated cartoons to parents who play act violence with their children for clicks to a network of users exploiting videos of children. The company has consistently failed at protecting the young user who are its most valuable assets. But Soph's popularity raises another, perhaps more difficult question about whether YouTube has an obligation to protect such users from themselves and one another. After being contacted about the story, YouTube reviewed Soph's channel. It removed the video containing the death threat against someone, but not Be Not Afraid or any others. The company also issued Soph a strike, which prevents her from uploading videos for a week. It's almost like he's taken that as a victory. Like, yes, she can't upload for a week. What the hell is wrong with this guy? But as I say, I will leave a link below to her YouTube and also to her Twitter and also to this article from Bounding into Comics. And there's a couple of things on here regarding her Twitter, and there's a few other things, but, she has actually gone on to another platform as well. And, which I think is absolutely brilliant as well, she actually appeared on InfoWars with Alex Jones, which I think is absolutely incredible. Alex Jones, he does talk quite a bit of shit, but he also talks a hell of a lot of good sense to a lot of things. But when you got the mainstream media going after a 14-year-old girl, then you know something's wrong. These people, they're just, the media, aren't they? That's what they do. They try to silence people if they don't go along with them. And that's really sad, because a lot of people who don't go on the internet or don't go on to certain websites and stuff, all they get their news from is this mainstream media, and it's fear-mongering at its best. These people do exist, sadly. They go out there and they try and use mainstream media to their advantage, which BuzzFeed do. And to be honest with you, with BuzzFeed, they're one of the worst websites going and one of the worst news outlets ever created in my eyes, along with the News of the World from Rupert Murdoch and The Sun. If you are new to the channel, please like and subscribe, hit that notification bell for future updates, and I'll see you soon.